Yo, 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 what's up, my boy? I'm ready, let's do this. Good.
Oh, you didn't do it.
He's trying to get them loud dabs.
Loud dabs on last time.
This guy. So, bro, finally, I mean, we got the Hellcat in the garage.
We got two Hellcats on the podcast.
How about you tell me your name?
My name is Matthew. I work at LGH.
Work out, okay.
All employees.
Employees, yeah. But yeah, man, I got in 2023. Got Challenger SRT. Hellcat jailbreak.
Ooh, 6-speed manual. That's sick, bro.
8 words in that car, man.
Hell yeah, it's a long title, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
With a car like this, you don't even have to introduce it. I feel.
I think we did all introduce it with the hood up.
Yeah, exactly.
It holds its own just with the hood.
Yeah, everybody knows what it is. Yeah,
man.
Sick, bro.
Yeah, I've been having it for like 2 months now.
So new owner.
What's that?
New owner.
Yeah, I pretty much got it new. 17 miles on the dash.
17 miles.
Was that your first new car?
Yeah, first time.
Wow,
And
you went big.
in all honesty, like the whole story goes, over this whole year in the summer, I found 2023 last fall, 16 with like 800 miles, and I was like, okay, it's expensive, like 70,000. I was like, I was just looking at it, but then next week I kept looking at it, I was like, oh man, like, it's all right.
I'm excited, yeah.
Every week that I looked at it, the price was going down. And I was like, leaning into it, I was like, I don't need it. Like, I had the RT, I'll probably want that.
RT, yeah, we'll get into that.
I was like, I don't need it. So a couple months go by and the car sold out. So the whole dream died out of getting the house. And I was like, you know what? It's fine, whatever. The illusion is gone. But then I found this whole dealership in Virginia. Literally had a surplus of like 2025 Hellcats. Black, maroon, blue, orange, specced out, and all mania. I was like, this is insane. Brand spanking new, but still the price was like insane. So I was like, just ironed them out. I followed the dealer's website for like another 2 months straight up, and the prices kept going down. And at one point, one week, I was like, you know what, like YOLO,
Right.
So I called the dealer. I was like, hey, like, I'm interested. They're like, yeah, like, just come on Saturday and we'll talk. I was like, oh, that easy.
Okay.
I was so nervous, man. So I had to go in, get a trade valid for the RT at that point. I was just like shitting bricks, man. But I eventually went to Virginia and they had the car ready for me. It was so insane. It was crazy. But the price had gone down to like 55, 50.
Whoa.
The reason why I think they were doing like a inventory rotation, so they had to get rid of them.
Trying to get rid of them, yeah.
It was like 25 1 week, then 15, then 9, then 7. They were selling quick. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it.
If time is now, yeah.
Yeah, and I went to Virginia and did the whole trade-in, processed it, and drove back home. Honestly,
so that same day you went Saturday to go and see the car, just to like, I'm just gonna go see the car. The same day you got that.
Traded your RT.
Honestly, yeah, it was sad. It was sad because I had so many memories with it.
You had that RT for a very long time, right?
Yeah. 2 years and a half around there.
Wow. Do you want to talk about the story of the RT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, back with the RT, my dad had owned it for a little bit.
Your dad.
And then I was like, you know what? How about I have it for a little bit?
Nice.
I was like, yeah, sure. And then like eventually I was just like, you know what? I'll make the payments, whatever.
Nice.
So then I took ownership. And yeah, I rocked the RT for like 2.5 years. It was like daily, everywhere I went. No issues whatsoever on the phone.
Wow.
Except for the water pump that exploded.
You did tell me about that, yeah, I remember, yeah.
Got home and the car just like exploded, smoke, and I was
yeah, sure you're freaking out.
But the car ran good. Literally no issues whatsoever.
That's a relatively easy fix if you know what you're doing. I mean, it's complicated. It takes time consuming, but I think that's
especially with these platforms. I know like many of the parts are kind of easy to access.
Yeah.
Like maintenance wise.
Sure.
A lot of space in that hood.
Exactly.
It's easy to get spaces.
So but yeah, I had that car for a while, and like I said, one issue. And
yeah, bro. Wow, that's nice. Yeah. You do? I'm sure. How long did you have that?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Damn. That's actually, so for context, me and Matt, we work at the same place, and I have, you guys know my Challenger, the black Challenger. We used to always park next to each other. He had a black RT, I had a black SRT 8 Challenger. We would always park next to each other, and I didn't know who he was. But one day, I was at a car meet in Turbo Trouble, Turbo Trouble. He posted a picture at a meet, at Urban Works meet, and he added everybody in the picture. And I saw the same exact black Challenger. Yeah, I saw the same exact black Challenger that I see in the parking lot. Yeah. So I saw it and I clicked. And I was like, this is the car. So I DM'd you. I was like, yo, by any chance, you work at LGH? And then the friendship started from there, bro. That was it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I know, like the whole time was just like, we'll park our cars, take pictures of them.
Yep.
Because I know you work different hours and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I work 2:30 to 11. You work 3 to 3?
3 to 11.
3 to 11.
11:30. Well, 3 to 3.
Gotcha. Sometimes, right? Yeah. Take a picture, say, oh, that's my Mopar brother, whatever, my brother. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I was just like, I guess.
Yeah.
I know him now.
When we met up, it was a weird feeling because
I'm just the right car.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think that's a great thing about cars. Like you can, like y'all did not know each other at all, but you have the same platform. And y'all just start texting, calling, yo, like what's up? Like that's a great way to
make friends. Now we're friends and cool guy. You know what I mean? It's a cool thing. Hell yeah. That goes for anywhere. In a parking lot at the mall, you see a car and say what's up to the owner,
Exactly.
So, bro, you had a black RT Challenger, and now you have a Hellcat Challenger that's also black. What made you get the same kind of car? I know obviously a huge difference, but what made you get the same color?
In all honesty, I feel like the platform in itself, and I really kind of knew the basics of the Challenger more than like just the physical appearance, maintenance and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I kind of know how to take care of like black paint, and the whole look of it just matches with the wheels and the decal. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's common, yeah, but it
works.
It works.
For the reason it's common.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And actually, when purchasing it, there was like so many variants. There was like moon, blue, they go mango orange and stuff. But there was a bunch of black things. So.
Do you think about getting any of the other colors? Or?
There was a gray one. I do like gray and black.
Okay.
But honestly, I was like, you know what? Just keep it like that.
Okay.
And
that will be.
I agree. Yeah.
It's like,
that's also why it just looks mean. I feel like it's really
absolutely,
aggressive with the
especially at nighttime.
At
nighttime you see those headlights behind you. Don't get out of the way. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
Push that moving over.
No, but yeah, I had a shop that was ceramic coating on it, so right now it's even more pristine. I feel like it looks really good.
How long will it stay like that? That coating?
I think 7 years.
7 years, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I, recharge it every time I wash it. It's just a decent spray, but it works.
So what do you think about the high trim Mustang and Camaro options?
I feel like, of course, to each your own. I want to say the top trims of those Mustang Camaros, they're more track based.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They're
sports
powerful. They're they're beasts. But they don't hold the true definition of a muscle ton as opposed to Challenger.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Because Dodge gets a lot of criticism. Boats
straight line. Yeah.
But they have a lot of character. It has to have the same kind of like chassis platform over the years, of course, but it's staying true to its core, It's a muscle. It's a muscle. It's powerful. You can spin your wheels.
Yeah, it's like
go fast in a straight line.
Exactly. I don't care about the corners. I ain't buy this car for corners.
It's not like you're gonna go like hot lap.
Exactly.
You can, but
I think you worded that perfectly. That's like my whole philosophy with my car as well. I agree. Totally. Yeah.
And honestly, too, they're fast. That you can be faster than maybe something. So they have a lot of competition, but it's also. Personally, I got to that point of speed. It's a powerful car. It's now there's the whole horsepower wars. It's you gotta have tons of horsepower. You can't beat me and all that stuff. Everyone's trying to be faster than each other, but stop to enjoy. Sit back and enjoy fun. Smooth.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So you don't care about going fast. I want to be the fastest Hellcat in Lancaster, or fastest Hellcat in Pennsylvania. You don't care about none of that?
Honestly, bro, I just enjoy driving it, and I know it can be quick and. Like I said, my whole theory is I can reach a top speed, but I reach it. You know what I mean? It's kind of but I need to really be going like 150 plus like every day and every day I can. But it's like I know what the car's capable of. Like I'm trying to find its limits, and learn from it. But I'm not gonna be like going like every now and then just hammering down.
Yeah, like. So you're not going to upgrade nothing in a sense? So you're just keep it just like this stock?
I mean, what do
For
you
now,
upgrade?
the only things I would do, if I'm being honest, it's get an upgraded shifter. I used to have a Barton on the RT.
Okay.
That shifter, it's night and day difference. It's insane. Sharper, tougher. It's a little more shorter.
Isn't it? Did you tell me it was like a cone or something? It was like the way it's kind of built is like a cone. The way it feels.
The stock one or the Barton?
The Barton.
I don't think it's a cone. It's more rigid. It's like a block. It's like
shit.
Like medium in a sense.
Yeah. It's kind of not sequential, but it's a lot stronger.
Like
you'll feel it.
Yeah.
Because right now, like stock transmission, it's not bad. Touch is fine. But it feels like a noodle. If I'm being honest, it's just so soft. Like having this with this type of power.
Monstrosity in the hood.
You want it to feel.
It's just like I could put that shifter like on the Ford or a candy.
Yeah. You want it to feel like rough when you
exactly.
Yeah,
precise. The Barton was the whole package. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, you gotta get a Barton.
Soon.
Yeah. Okay, true.
And all that.
True. Yeah.
The other thing I would do is an exhaust. I'm not gonna lie, this stock exhaust is really nice. I do get like custom burbles here and there, like
that's cool.
And it's loud enough for now.
It's the valve exhaust, right?
I think so, yeah. Because there's like different modes. Track sport, custom, delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people say like a track mode is a little bit louder, but I don't really sense the difference too much.
Sure.
Maybe a little bit.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, so far those like I said, honestly, like car as a whole, like it's enough for me.
Yeah, I'm sure. So that's what I'm thinking. I feel like you get a car like this, what do you put a cold air intake, like does it really are you gonna feel that 10 horsepower when you're like past 700, you know what I mean? So this is a last call Hellcat jailbreak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the difference between a regular Hellcat and a jailbreak Hellcat?
From my knowledge, I know obviously the most recent models in the room, but you have 10 more horsepower instead of the 707, the 717.
Sick.
But it's also more for like customizable options. So depending from like any RTs, the SXCs, the V6 versions, scat counts, you can kind of choose the interior like options.
The red, the caramel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Colors and all that. So it's kind of like obviously you can't do it anymore, but on the website you're able to customize it however you want with any specs from any other cars, like from any business. So you can't like scat back or like RT or something. You know what I mean?
I would be lying if I said I didn't spec out a Hellcat once or twice on the website. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
When you see that price, you're like,
never mind. Go back. Yep.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I feel like that's the only differences. Like, I mean, I would have to really look into it.
I'm sure there's a few other things here and there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the small elephant in the room. This huge. What happened here, bro?
All right, y'all.
Talk to us.
I have a brand new car. I already have something.
I mean, you drive it, man. You drive it.
Coming back from the highway, I was just doing picking up my brother from the airport, and I've been going that fast, like 80, 85, and a little owl just came up and
right in front of you.
it hurt that line, man. It was.
What is that?
I thought it was a little animal.
But yeah, I just ran him over, and he got stuck in the whole intercooler. I did hear the fit, and we're like, oh shit, yeah, might be bad.
Gotcha.
I drove with him for like 45 minutes. I needed to get to the gas station.
Okay.
At first I was, shouldn't be that bad. And then the owl, like, it's literally like tucked in, like.
The dead, like completely ripped apart.
Yeah.
Cooked them.
Do you have any pictures of that?
Only have me holding the owl.
Can we show that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, later on, you send me a picture. We'll put it up. So that.
Literally, I'm like like some
Oh, you
parts
want
of
to-
shit.
Yeah. You're holding them hostage. Yeah.
It's funny.
That's funny.
But honestly, it could have been worse. Could have been the headlight, and the windshield.
True.
So,
Yeah.
honestly, man, like it happened. Can't change it now, but in the future, I am looking to like fix it. Probably gonna have to take out the front bumper, get parts, or body shop. But
You'll take care of it.
So
Be okay.
car's still fine though. Like it's just body work.
Cool. Nice. Temps don't change and messing and breaking anything. No. Cool.
I think actually I'm getting a lot more cooling.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. A lot more air.
Yeah. But yeah.
We don't mess with owls on the Street
Yeah,
Talk podcast.
Every time you get
We don't like owls
No.
at all. Never. Who? Not owls. My fault. My bad. That was weird. Sorry.
So you have a manual Hellcat. So it's like you had to have experience before that. So what was your first manual car?
First manual car was my dad's. It was a Suzuki Hisashi. It's a 2010 6-speed. He let me drive it on the laundromat. Turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
Actually used to hate manuals.
Wow.
When I first got my license, I was like, there's no point, there's automatic car. But the more I drove it, I was like, I understand. I was like, you know what? Feel more engaged with the car, it's fun. Obviously not practice on traffic. But after that, my brother had a Hyundai Accent, it was a hatchback. I drove that for a while too. That's when I really got to like learning the whole stick shift and rev matching all that stuff. But ever since then, I just started driving other cars.
I did not know accent for manual.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's pretty funny.
So it was 2008, I believe.
Tell me something.
Hatchback.
That's cool.
I also had a Hyundai Elantra 2005, 5-speed. Drove that for a while.
I had a launcher too. Wasn't manual. Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, honestly, like, I love the manual transmission. It's engaging. That's all I'm saying.
You feel more connected to the car.
Exactly.
Sure.
Like they have more control. Many situations.
So like, what would be the biggest difference from like the Hyundai Accent to the Hellcat? Like, is there any differences or?
Well, that's a big jump, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, in a sense where it's like manual, like the same technique, or?
I see your question. So, clutch wise, this is actually maybe because it's a new clutch, it does feel normal. It's soft. Compared to the RT, it was a lot heavier. I'm being honest, but yeah, a new clutch is a little softer, but how do I explain it? Shifting wise, now it's like you can feel the gears kind of go through a little more. Like you have to kind of like push it through. Compared to like the Accent. Because the Accent, you're driving around like 2K, 3K RPM, so it's like
just chilling driving.
Way less horsepower.
Exactly.
Like 110 or something.
Yeah, and then actually I don't know if it's only for the 2023s. I don't know if it's a whole new topic, but I'm trying to research. I don't think it's an issue, but it might be an emissions tune. Every time you shift, there's like a throttle delay. So, in regular manual cars, any regular manual car, you'll be driving, it's like a pause, because you're shifting. But in these cars, and I think any modern cars now, emissions and all that stuff, they have this delay. So if you get the clutch in quick, it'll totally make like a little, or the bleed comes in, like, you're like, oh, maybe I'm not shifting fast enough. But it's, I don't know if it's an issue that can't get resolved. A lot of people do like direct injection, tuning and all that stuff, but
sounds like
or it sounds like the car's too smart and you're trying to.
I don't know. Well, in a way, it compromises the driver experience, but I got used to it.
Yeah.
Unless you're like below 2,000 RPM or like past 5,000, it doesn't matter. But if you're kind of shifting,
that sweet spot.
Yeah, it'll make that little noise, which is annoying, but it's okay.
I gotta ask this question: since you're driving manual, did you ever money shift?
No, I don't think I have.
Never money shift. You just dig into gear.
I missed shift.
Okay.
No. I actually, it happened in the Accent. I was learning. I was in second gear. I'm gonna go to third. Back and forth. Yeah. And then it happened in DRT as well.
Whoa.
I'm going to second year pool. Like, damn, I'm gonna go in third. Back to first, and like I was yanking. I was like,
Put it right back in, yeah.
Good. I saved the freaking engine. Man.
Oh shit! You probably threw like 9K at it for a second.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Past that 7,000 RPM.
Ooh.
But yeah, never again. Other than that, like I try to be careful. So,
You're good now.
Yeah, I see those Instagram reels where you hear someone racing, all you hear is a big like red like pow, they just so breaking.
Smoke comes out the exhaust. Yeah. One of my big questions for you was, do you get again? This is a very like obvious car. It's a black muscle car, has a huge Hellcat badge, like red calibers. You know what this is when you see it. Do you get pressed a lot in traffic? Now, I know you only had it for what, 3 months?
2 months.
2 months. I mean, yeah.
No, honestly, I had a little bit. It's actually kind of the opposite. Like, let's say I don't know. There's a couple. I won't say like Camaros or Mustangs. I do have experiences like a couple BMW, Mercedes, some Infiniti, Genesis, other cars, right?
Cool.
But it's like I'll be next to them, but they don't do anything. It's kind of like they know.
Absolutely,
you know,
yeah. It's true, yeah. It's different, yeah.
Exactly. I've only had like one instance where I kind of like ran with someone, but it was like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I already know car people love they respect that, but it's more like people in the streets. They're just like, I like your car, rev it up or something like that.
Sure.
But I haven't gotten pressed like.
I don't even mean it in a bad way. I just feel like, you know how that awkward is. It's like a GT500 at the light, or like an BMW. It's awkward on the highway, in my opinion.
Competition, but yeah,
absolutely,
yeah. No, so far so good. I can't complain. So. Yeah.
Usually it's all love anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I also try to like stay humble. You know, if there's car touching me, I'm like, you know what? Let's run it. If I lose, fine.
Yeah.
I think that's what kills it, the ego. When it's like, oh, you're touching me, and you just like blow off, or you just talk crap about the other person. And just, there's no point in that.
Yeah, people ruin it. I was having fun on the highway with a FK8 Type R, like within like last week, coming from LGH, and it was on 283 actually. It was totally like normal, fun pools, whatever. Like just and whatever we go to the same light, same exit, go up to the light, say what's up to each other, and we're like, I was like, wait, where you going? I was like, you got time? Let's talk real quick. And we pulled to the parking lot, started shaking hands and talking, and now I got a new friend that has a Type R. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, it's crazy. Back to the full circle, bro. Back to how cars can connect people. Like, I would have never known that guy on the highway. I was just passing him. But no, because he came flying and I caught up.
What are you guys doing? So, kind of share that experience.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's really a neat thing to see.
It is cool. But he could have been all pissed. Wow, I was trying to pass you. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, nah, it was all love. Like, it's cool.
There's some people out there, so.
Some people take it too serious. In my opinion.
It's not that serious. I feel like if you in a race, it's always gonna be winning, no matter what. Like you can't.
Everything has a motor. It's all about a motor and wheels. Like, you know what I mean? Like that guy. Honda guys usually don't care for Mopar. Mopar usually don't care for Honda. Like, but to be like so cool with each other just because it's a car. You know what I mean? That's what we like. It's a passion.
That's a good strategy.
Absolutely, yeah. Pretty dope.
Do you say that? Another question. Like any like not supercars, but like cars to your caliber. Have you ever like they came up to you like, oh, like you should do something, or you ever get that experience where it's
like racing?
Like hypercars, no, like more like the cars to your level. You know what I'm trying to say?
Hypercars.
No, I mean supercars. Supercars,
yeah. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so like I see this car on the road, and I got like a GT500 or like another car of that.
720S.
Yeah, 720S. Or have you ever got that where you met someone like that and talked with them and tried to have that experience?
Not yet. Actually, that was one of the biggest things, or like the biggest events like nice and cars and coffee. Like, you meet so many people with like crazy cars. But I haven't gone to it with this car. Obviously, it's kind of the end of the season regardless. But I'm hoping to go to one soon. But it's cool. A lot of people store their babies, so it's kind of like but no, not yet. I'm actually excited to kind of share that. status, I would assume, right? It's like, hey, I have this piece, and I have another piece.
Yeah.
That's all.
That is
do
pretty.
something or just
Exactly.
create a group. I feel like there's a lot of cars like that around Lancaster, but they're just all separated. Like they don't. It's not like a
Very
big group.
solitary.
You know what I mean? It's like everybody's selected and
Doing their own thing.
way. Yeah.
That's a good point. You get taken a lot more serious, like when you have a certain car, especially at a car meet. Like there's a big difference between the Ultima with a 4-cylinder with like all the right style shit versus a ZL1 Camaro. Like it, you know. And then you talk to someone, they're like, but when you have something nice,
like that's it shows status. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
true.
Shoot, here's a Hellcat.
In a good way though. Not in a bad status, but like a good he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that creates connections. The H1.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, car meets are sick. You gotta come out with, bro.
I know. Like I said, I got the car like beginning of October, but then by that time, like I said, season was cold.
Just started getting cold. Yeah.
So, but I'm excited for next season. So.
So you bring this out to every car meet in a sense, or every?
Yeah. Like I know. Actually, I had another friend. He has an R8. He wanted me to go to like a rally. I guess like for
like a supercar rally.
Supercar rally, yeah. It's like cherries. I mean, I work, so like I can't really call up.
Oh, recently, right? Like last like a month or two.
I want to say so. Yeah, I think from 80
Automotive. Yeah, I know exactly. So I saw all the pictures. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you honestly, like if that opportunity comes again next year, I'm down again. Maybe,
Oh,
100%. Yeah, I'll tell this twice. I'll call up. I'm very glad my power to go.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, it's fun. Not especially with this thing. It's I don't know how much fun it can be.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so cool, bro. God bless, for real. That must be so much fun to like just know, like chilling in bed, just sleeping.
You look outside your window, you see like
I'll be sleeping good. Oh, I got a Hellcat to drive. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like it's weird because like I was trying to manifest this. I was like, in a way, it's my gear car. I mean, it's.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't lost the word on scene. I haven't started with it, but
so cool.
I was driving back and sunset. It was like the perfect movie scene. Sunset, windows down, cruising, and I was like, I'm in, like
I peaked.
It was an awesome feeling.
I can relate to that feeling.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But honestly, too, like, I'm at that age. Obviously, I'm still young.
How old are you?
21.
21. Oh, we're the same age. Okay. Yeah, I'm 21.
That's crazy. But I feel like back then I used to be a little more not careless, but like wild, like with their tails like trying to find out and stuff like that. Like,
sure.
Any faster, all on it.
Yeah.
But now with this thing, it's kind of like what, my hard work pay off, and I want to take care of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
you said that already. You know what your car's capable of. I mean, what do you have to? You don't have to prove to anybody. It's you know what it can do.
Exactly.
Yeah. You already enjoyed. You know what I mean? Like you. Hold on, sorry, I just got distracted.
No.
What? I didn't know this shit had a hood intake too.
Yeah.
It like comes in.
So there's unfortunately there's only one because of the
intake
here, but then there's also like a headlight intake on that side and this side. This one's fake, I guess.
The left side, yeah. This would be symmetrical.
I believe so, yeah. Oh yeah, I have one.
My fault. I didn't mean to throw the conversation. I was like, what the fuck? I never did that.
Find details about this every day. I'm like,
it's so sick. Yeah, I love the Hellcat logo inside of the second.
Yeah, we definitely throw a picture.
We'll throw a picture of that, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, you might be able to see it there, yeah.
Oh my god.
So sick. He was backing in. We were telling him, like, whatever. And I seen it, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I had to look at that. Yeah, I was like, bro, did you do that? Yeah. That's sick, bro. That's probably the last fall or jailbreak thing there? That's definitely not a regular Hellcat.
It has like the metal plate.
Yeah.
There in the last fall, yeah.
That's where it's from and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see. This footage is pretty nice too.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Aggressive, yeah. The only thing though, I don't have fog lights, which I mean, it'll be.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't know that. My car has fog lights. I didn't know that. That's the newer gen in general.
So, only Hellcat, like because the Hellcat has a different like front buffer compared to like Sapx and RTs.
Yeah.
So they don't have
more airflow.
More air
Gotcha.
flow. But yeah, like the RT Sapx, that fog lights. They're like
I didn't know that.
front splitters, like a little more babyish.
Yeah.
It
It comes into the
like,
bottom. It's more like slipping it. I mean, look over here. You can tell. That's where part of that would be.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. All right, bro. Let's go to the takeover. Let's go to the takeover right now. Don't burn out. Let's do it, bro. Let's be a menace to society.
Yeah, take care of the tires, man.
Yeah, right.
I ain't cheap.
What are they? Are you 275s?
275.
245? All around. Okay. My car, they have. You know how my taillights like the 70s Challenger? How it's like that bar. They have an upgrade that looks like these lights. And seeing your lights today, the taillights, make me want to upgrade too. So
like the modern.
Yeah, bro. That like the way it's like such a thick LED bar. You know what I mean? Like it's just the whole way around just red square. That shit looks so good. Like being so close to it.
Yeah.
Really good. So I might be a taillight change coming. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Honestly, I like those.
Yeah. I just don't like the halogen bulbs. So they have LED fronts,
right?
And then you go to the back and it's a halogen bulb. I don't know. I wish they had an LED like bar, like straight up, just the whole thing was, but they don't. So.
Yeah.
When you had RT, were you racing it? So if you were racing it, you were racing it, right?
Yeah.
So what was your like limit? Like what would you race to be like, okay, this is a good race?
That's a good question. I actually had one of my best friends. He owns a GTI, and every time he would like come over from like North Carolina and somebody would like race. And it's funny because
with the RT.
Yeah, with the RT. It was funny because it was so even, but at the same time not. Obviously, it starts turbocharged 4-cylinder, so that high end power was like 8 and 1. But then off the line up, that torque first, second, third. I was had them off.
As long as you could hook, yeah.
Yeah. So I used to we always used to do some quick runs here and there, like many times like he'll win, many times I'll.
Okay.
So pretty balanced races. Obviously with the RT, still a heavy car.
It's a little underpowered, especially the newer ones anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I used to do Honda Accord Sports, couple Infinities, Genesis.
Like roll races or dig races?
Roll races. Just straight up roll races.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun.
Some Mustangs here and there, but obviously, like most of the time, it was like losses. So honestly, I enjoyed it. Never the you take in.
Yeah, it's fun. Exactly. Yeah, I lose. I mean,
it was fun.
Mexico, I lose all the time.
All that stuff. So yeah,
so you say the closest car you race against was GTI?
GTI, yeah. Because honestly, like I said, I've raced him so many times. It's like there's so many outcomes. There's like I said, off the line.
You took him, yeah.
Exactly, and like if back then when with the Barton, I used to be able to shift like crazy.
Really?
Fast.
Was GTI automatic?
Automatic, yeah.
Okay.
I used to be like, shifting like crazy. So like 130, 140, like sometimes I'll pass him, and then sometimes like 130, 140 he'll pass me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretty even down, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. A lot of competition, but again, heavy, underpowered. But it was fun.
Yeah, that's your punching class. Would it be a GTI?
Exactly.
What generation do you know? Mark 6, Mark 7, Mark 5.
I think it's 7 or 8.
Okay. Oh, shit, the newer ones. Nice. Okay. Cool. Oh, then definitely they were. That was even.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yep.
So then you race RT. So did you race a Hellcat yet?
No, not yet. Like I said, honestly, like during the 2 months of ownership so far, like I've only encountered 2 instances, but it was more like just having fun. Like I'll pass. I'll pass. So it wasn't really like a straight on, like flat out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna race you for your one of that.
Yeah.
Competition.
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Cruising.
I believe. I mean, eventually, of course, I'm probably gonna get that.
Oh, we'll get you runs, bro.
Yeah.
You probably, I mean, you're the fastest on the street talk. You probably gonna get called out.
Yeah.
Right.
And then called out a bunch. So we'll see. I don't know. You're at the top of the. When it comes to what's been on Street Talk, you're at the top of the food chain right now. In terms of like road races. I mean, even in back roads. Fuck it, I'll say it. Right now, back roads is cooking shit. I don't care. It's a Hellcat.
What are you gonna do?
As soon as that road goes straight.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You're gonna be a little slower in the corners, but as soon as that straight hit, there's no one catching up. No one.
Yo, we're fighting. We're fighting your battles, bro. We got you. You're good, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
That's funny.
No, but yeah, eventually I'll end up getting some cars here and there.
Sure, yeah.
So where do you think you're at right now? Like do you think like a good race or a good race for you would be?
That's a really hard question. I mean, if I'm being honest, like I'll drive the 60. Depending on what gear I'm on too. I mean, obviously, let's say you're like third at 5,000, right? Freaking forward. Obviously, you're gonna get faster, quicker because you're already at the power band. But I'm gonna say, man, that's a really tough question. I could definitely. Well, the best thing, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You never had the race.
Yeah. C7 Corvette on the highway. Stop. Base model C7. Downshift.
I feel like it'll be close. I'll probably take a top up because that 3 to 4, it's not. It keeps.
Oh yeah.
It's not like your typical, where it's like it's fast.
It doesn't stop going.
That's what I'm trying to kick in. But yeah, honestly, that's a really good question. I wouldn't be able to answer that. Yeah. Because like I said, like I'm trying to still find the looks of the car. It's like I sometimes figure out the Hellcat. I'm like, oh man, I can be faster.
Have you lost control at all yet?
What's that?
Have you lost control at all?
No, but the car does like to like skid a little bit. Obviously first, like I don't try anything at first. Like if I flirt first, it's just gonna
spin all day, yeah.
But even the second, third, like if I'm flooring it, if the tires are a little cold, it'll kind of like shimmy a little bit. But that's about it.
Bro,
it's a lot.
Bro, I spin in second. I cannot imagine this is spinning
second gear, like
third, fourth.
Like it's like it does spin a little bit. It's cool.
So much torque.
So much torque in chest.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
No, but yeah, like if the tires are worn, it's okay. Like it'll still it feels fishy, but it's like you still feel confident. You know,
sure.
Those tires
sure, yeah. Kind of lose it, and it's like, put it back in line. Turn the wheel, you'd be good.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
I got it to like, let's say 65, almost 70 miles an hour in second.
Okay.
Like just from second. Then third, fourth is like already 100. It's nuts.
Wow.
It gets you headache. I'm not gonna lie. It actually gets you headache.
Is there a lift, really? From throwing you around?
If I like do like a straight up pull on.
Whoa.
So how was that first pull from RT and Hellcat? Like?
I know when the keys are yours. Oh my God, getting that car, shit.
Definitely a huge difference in power. I feel like the torque spec in these cars like kind of make more of a difference, right? You know, per tire. Yeah, but like the torque, it's nuts. Like I've had passengers and stuff. They literally zoom out like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, still trying to find the limits of the car.
Sure.
When I was doing those second gear pulls, I noticed that obviously like I was shifting around like 35, 4,000 RPM. But I was like, I'm not getting full.
You're not even pushing it. Yeah.
And you know, when you're driving, you're a passenger. There's different feelings, right? When you're driving, so you go fast. You feel comfortable, you know you're going fast. But for a passenger, it's like it's nuts.
Yeah.
In the Hellcat, I literally, like, kid you not, literally second gear approach like 4,500, 5,000. I'm the one that's going back.
Getting farther from the wheel.
It's insane. I could not imagine passenger like.
Oh my God, it's scary.
It's scary. Like I said, it gets me headache sometimes.
There's so much G-force. Wow.
So G-force, you have to control it. Obviously, you're kind of stressed about the game, but it's a lot of G-force. It's nuts. Especially like I said, that 3 to 4, man. It's
fucking animal.
It keeps going. It's insane. Like
wow.
It's insane. Yep.
Wow. I can't wait. Can we do a ride along?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm picturing how it is with my car, and I just kind of get the, you know what I mean? Like all that torque and playing with you. I'm.
Yo, oh my God. Yo, my fault. Yo, when he first got the car, bro, We never told this story on Street Talk. I don't think we did.
Oh, when I came to
When
your
he
house?
first
Oh,
came
yeah.
out. Yo.
You want me to tell it? Let me tell it.
Alright,
Okay. SRT, yeah. That was my first, like, sports car, fast car, yeah. Fast, whatever you want. I think it's fast. Yeah. So Jamie didn't know anything about the car. When I got the car, I wanted to surprise him. He had
he
no
was
clue.
in the market for one. So he kind of told me, he was like, "Oh, I'm in the market for this and that," and I was like, "All right." Like I knew he was gonna go buy a car.
I wanted a 392 or a 6.1, right? Sorry to take over, but it's more like we gotta talk about how my story came. You know what I mean? Yeah. So boom, got the car. Whatever I did at the dealership, money worked out. Boom, good. Got the car. I'm on my way back to Lancaster. I'm like, yo, I gotta tell Javen about this. So I called Javen. I said, yo, what are you doing right now? They were like, let's link, whatever. Boom. On my way over, I call him again. I said, yo, fuck. I'm in my dad's car. I'm not.
He had a car at the time.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I was in the process of like I had my I sold my old car. That way I could have the money, right? You know what I mean? I did that. So I had no car. I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm in my dad's car and I just curved the shit out of his wheels, bro. Like he's gonna freak out. My dad always drives nice shit. So like it's like you know what I mean? It's a big deal. It's a big deal if I fuck something up. So I was like, bro, like when I pull up, tell me if it's obvious. I'm gonna pull up.
He emphasized like be outside.
I like, yo, be outside, bro. Oh, of course, yeah. I was in the Challenger. I was in the Challenger, yeah. And I was like, bro, I just fucked my dad's wheels up. Like you gotta tell, like, come outside.
He was like, let me know what the fuck.
And so I go, and there's a part where you have to like turn left in front of his house. So I go, and he didn't even know it was me turning left. Until I came slowly and then stopped in the front of his crib, and then he started losing it, bro. He started losing his mind when he seen me.
Crazy, it's like I knew the process of every step, like him.
You know how it is. Like you said, it's stressful. It's stressful.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like he was like, oh, he's also my cars and that. Like I'm ready. Like I'm just looking for.
Every time we hang out, I'm telling him about this car, about this one that I looked at like 4 different SRT8 Challengers. Yeah, and so yeah, and each time it felt like, oh, this is not the one. This one's too expensive. This one's too messed up. This one's having a knock. This one's leaking out the bell housing. It was like everything had an issue. So I found that one, and he had no clue about it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Like he told me he wants to look at a manual.
Oh, I only got a manual.
He told me about that one. It was red. The same stripe was red. Yeah. He was like, I was like, dang, the mileage is just like.
Oh, and the condition was right, and the money was right. Same as kind of how my car was. So like, I almost got a manual for a second, and it was red, yeah, with white stripes. Maybe white and black, whatever. But yeah, that's the story of my car. I can't wait for the story of his car, bro.
It's gonna be crazy.
You better surprise me.
Oh, bro. I already know.
That's exciting. I mean, it's a memory. It's a memory.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Same with Giovanni. He surprised me the same way. That's what Karma. I knew Karma was never in, but one of my friends at 335, it was kind of a big deal for him when he got his car because he had a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all watched episode 4, so y'all know about Karma. When he got his new car, it was a big deal. So I'm always the one getting surprised. That was my turn to surprise somebody else.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was good. And everybody was home. My dad was like my family, like my immediate family was down. So he came out with the car. My dad also, he always come over the house. So my dad knew, like, my dad just the cars as well. So when we all found out, we were like, oh my God, there's no way. We went straight for a ride. He was doing that torque, the Nick back in the torque jump. Yeah.
Let's go back to that. So I took him for a ride, and I was probably, was I even going like 20 miles per hour? I was probably in second gear. I think I was like second gear on the highway. Probably like 4 or 5 RPM. Like again in the power unit on the Hemis. That's where the power unit is at. And I'm like, I was just floored, and I just kept like spamming the throttle, and then he's in his tangent, like just getting thrown back. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I cannot imagine, bro. I cannot imagine what this has to feel like. Because me, to myself, I know my car puts me in my like. I feel like how you just explained it does this. So I cannot imagine something with double the torque and horsepower.
But it's like, I feel like more too, like, for example, you get used to it. So that's
True.
You know what I mean?
True that, yeah.
Like, you're so already, you're like, I'm going fast, but I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm still trying to get used to the car, but like I said, it gives you headaches, man. It's insane. Like,
Sure.
You feel like you're going fast enough, but then it just keeps going faster, and you're like, it's crazy.
I can't wait for the ride along.
Did you have an episode like that when you surprised somebody with your car?
It was my brother, and then one of my best friends too. I was like, yo, like, won't believe what I got.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like had like
LG.
yeah, true. No. He had a pic. It was his Instagram, and he had a picture. His name was RT Matt. His name was on Instagram was RT Matt, and all of a sudden I'm in my DMs texting somebody else on Instagram, and I see SRT Matt. I'm like, what the fuck? So I click, and his bio says like jailbreak. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm going through his pictures, and I'm like, yo, this is a Hellcat. So that was a pretty cool like thing for me because it was a pure surprise. I had no clue.
I want to see him that way, you know.
I'm like, yo, he got the red key, bro. That's cool as hell, bro.
I'll grab him the red key.
Isn't that illegal? Is it, well, I mean, we could cut this, but isn't that illegal or no?
I don't think so.
I think it's illegal to have the track key.
No,
Like in California.
I think in California is a
Okay.
big one. You can't have the red key.
I think the reason you're allowed to have so much power and like emissions wise and all that is because like the red key's meant for the track, black key's meant for the road, the groceries or whatnot. Yeah. But who's gonna use the red key? You know what I mean? I'm gonna have the black key in the car and tell them I started with the black key. Hell no. Exactly. Most people are not gonna recognize. And I don't even think it's a problem. I don't know. That's I might have heard a story from Cali.
I think it was definitely Cali. I know there's one.
The rules are
Stupid in Cali. Yeah, I'll never move there. I'll never move for that reason. I think it's so ridiculous. I understand the earth, it's our earth, we gotta take care of it. But I feel like if a car is going X amount of fast and we got co-paints doing twice as much emissions in a car,
What is
you know what I mean? Like, this is California, bro.
Yeah, he got a green shirt. He started talking different, bro. He started talking about the earth and shit.
Exactly. Like, it's just California, super California shit.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I have a gift for you. A small gift.
First
Small
gift
gift.
on Street Talk.
Just because, yeah, first gift on Street Talk. Again, don't get too high. It's nothing crazy. But let me go grab it. Hold on.
Very thoughtful.
It's because you want to lead into why this might exist?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh, shit. Go ahead.
you know.
Just set it up.
Yeah. Move the whole table, bro. But you know how the Hellcats are probably the most stolen. I think it is the most stolen car in the United States. So we always gotta keep it safe. You always got. You know what I mean? So it's like you always gotta keep yourself safe, and you always got. So this is why people. I don't know. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Close your eyes.
It's for jokes and utility also. So
It's a double.
first gift on Street Talk.
First gift.
Here you go, bro. There you
Christmas
go.
time.
I mean, he drives a Hellcat, bro. I mean, yeah. Look up the most stolen car in America. It's Challengers and you do that? Yeah, bro. Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
I don't be parking in the parking garage.
Yo.
But still,
Yo. Merry Christmas, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
what I'm
Merry
saying.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's December 8th.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, for sure, bro. No doubt. Yeah, for sure. No problem at all. Hell yeah. Keep it safe. You know what I mean? Keep it safe.
I hate to see it. Bro.
And no, truthfully though, I mean, I drive a 2008 SRT, and I feel like that's just gonna be taken everywhere I go,
absolutely.
and that really is a problem. And they see that cat badge in the Park City, they're gonna be watching it. You never know, bro. You never know. Make it harder. That's
What do
it.
you feel for that? Like, how do you personally handle that? Knowing this on your mind. I mean,
Are you asking if he got a gun? Is that what it is?
like, look, you got ski mask on everything. Like, it's such a bad.
Manny, come in, bro. Put the chair.
Who would have thought you were asking for
Bring the chair, bro. Bring the chair.
I'm not gonna tell him to get a gun, bro.
But do you want one? He got a scratched jump. But put it in. There you go. You bet loud.
When you go out, like, you do take this everywhere. Like, you go grocery shopping and that.
Yeah, honestly, so I feel like in a way it kind of balances out because lifestyle-wise, like, yeah, I'm always out there. If I'm doing stuff, I'm doing it during the day. It's not like, for example, like, I don't know, go to like, some sketchy, like, laundromat. I'm like, park it there and you fucking go to the gas station. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be careful.
You park in the back of the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's you have to.
Yeah, I take like the basic precautions. But yeah, it does suck. Like you said, it's statistics online.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's stolen.
I told you, keep the car safe. Where we work, the place we work, put it on the 8th floor, bro. Every time because put it in by the stairs because nobody's over there. I'm telling you, I see it and hear stories all the time where somebody opens their door and bam, you come out to a dent on your car, bro. They're backing up, bump right into your shit. Yo, I would hate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my sister, not so long ago, like a couple days ago, she went to her car and she saw a dent in her car. She probably on the third floor, and she saw that. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
My sister, and I was like, I was looking with her. I was like, I saw that. I was like,
man,
people don't care. And then people don't care. Like,
if you're watching this, I'm not gonna say no names, but if you're watching this, I'm talking about you. You know, there's somebody I work with that hit somebody's car, and it was a nice car. They didn't say nothing. They left in the garage. And my friend. So imagine the people that don't say anything or don't care. They do, but I mean, yeah, half the time people aren't like registered with the parking lot, so like your plate means nothing. You feel me? Your plate means nothing because you're not signed into or not, you know. So I'm just saying, 8th floor, 7th floor, 9th floor, keep it by the stairs where nobody's at, and more often than not, other people park there with nice cars, a nice truck, a nice SUV, like new stuff. Exactly, yeah. People that care, you know. That's it. Hell yeah, bro.
and you leave this in a garage at your house.
And where do you live? And and when do you go to work?
No, I mean, it's a really nice thing, but it's not like I trust it. If that makes sense. Like I'm already aware of it. It's not like I'm always scared. There's always like cameras at home too. You know.
Nice, yeah. So you're good.
Yeah.
So you leave it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
With the red key on top.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, but I feel comfortable. Like, also, that's another like factor I considered when getting a car. It's like safety and trying to get aware of like surroundings or
where it is, all you over.
Yeah. A little side question I had was, are you like a car? Are you a car guy or a car enthusiast? You know what I mean? Like, do you work on cars? Do you know about cars, or are you like, the 720S has this much horsepower and came out this year? Like, are you that type of guy?
I'm a 75-25. More enthusiast than like a car guy.
Sure.
For example, ever since I got when I had the Elantra, my dad and I, we always used to like do everything on oil change, brakes, all that stuff. So I was like learning, and I was like kind of intrigued. I was like, but like it's easy and it's fun. And then obviously with the RT, like I pretty much did everything to the car, oil change,
Nice.
brakes, exactly. So it's a learning experience. But like I don't want to say I'm like a guru. I'm like, oh, like this goes in the engine and then this way and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it'd be cool though, because I want to learn. But on the enthusiast part, like I'm like, I just love talking about.
That's it. That's what it's all about. We all do.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
beautiful creation.
Machines are awesome, bro. The noise, the feel, throws you around, the speed. I mean,
I got another question.
Yeah.
If you had to get a second car, what would it be?
I was wondering that too.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, as a daily, I could go with any like Honda Toyota or like
Something that lasts forever.
last forever. Like honestly, I'll go with manual too.
Really? Oh, that's surprising. Me. That's cool.
Daily driver, automatic, easier feel. I don't know. I someone drives manual.
All right. Are you picturing like a newer manual? Because it's different. It's different. Yeah. All right, I give you $50,000 right now. To get a daily.
Two cars right now. The Mazda 3 hatchback. I believe some of them have a manual.
What the fuck? That's his car. He has a Mazda 3 hatch. We can make that trade today.
My brother got me into those, and they're really pristine. They're really clean, simple.
Sure.
Or actually the Elantra N-Line or the Elantra just straight up like that.
Why the fuck? Sorry for the language. Why do we have the same taste, bro?
Really?
What car that was for?
Yeah, bro, he was. That's the thing. I was so shocked when he got this car. He was like, "You don't get that much, and you always being type cars." He's telling me, "Yo, this is this."
It's not being type
No,
R. It's not being type R. Yeah.
Like, oh, this is being this car is keeping up with the type R.
Exactly, and it would.
Oh yeah, and that's why he was like, "Oh, I thought he was gonna get an N-Line 4. I thought he was gonna get an turbo." I was like. So like okay, like I know he's gonna pull up to my house with. Then we come.
And then I watch.
Verbal out here, like oh heavy come down the street. I'm like yo, what?
And then I watch Fast and Furious, and I'm watching. That's so funny, bro. We literally have the same taste. Harleys and Elantra N.
And they're They're really nice friends.
Yeah.
They're perfect. Like,
That's great. We just interviewed a Conan before you. So yeah, episode 7 before this. When it comes out, that's the last one. You know the Kona?
yeah,
It's the same shit, the end track package and all that. Yeah, pretty cool.
I like their body sound. They're pretty nice.
Pretty cool, yeah. I would prefer the Elantra though.
Yeah.
And the manners and them are nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't heard anything bad about them.
No.
It'll be a good deal to sit down.
Absolutely.
Honestly, if you're listening to Steve, I'm probably gonna either of them.
Yeah, that's cool. I thought you would have been like, I want this SUV automatic.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it was a truck. Honestly.
yeah, truck or something. TRX. A TRX, right? Yeah. I sat in a TRX. You ever been in a TRX?
No.
They're fucking crazy. No, it was at a show. It was
Actually, let me ask you
it's
this.
tough. What's up?
What's the fastest car you've ever been in?
I know what fast car I've been in. He's like,
Or for you guys?
This is gonna sound crazy, but the fast car I've ever been in is mine.
That's right.
yeah, mine too.
Hold on, not that ass. I've been on the back of like.
Even as a passenger.
I've been on the passenger of like. I was a kid. It was a Sun 1000.
What?
It was Sun 1000. Like I don't know. It was a random 1000 cc. It was a bike.
Oh, like?
Yeah, a kid. I was a kid, bro.
Well, no.
Oh. No, it's not a car. Not a car. Yeah.
I think the fastest car I've been in is my mechanic's hatch.
What was it?
It's a EG hatch.
PG. Okay.
It was a K-Star too. I think when I loaded it, it was probably like 500.
Yeah.
So you just all the power. So
Weighs like 2,000.
yeah.
Power to weight. Yeah.
That's literally what it was like.
Yeah.
That made you want to get
That's
it.
much.
All right. No, I had to. You already had the episode. It's your turn. All right. Yeah, I have two. I don't know which one will be fast. I was in. No. I've been on a CBR, a CBR, Dolphin CBR, Dolphin CBR. Been in Turbo S and I love the Turbo S. And the track, actually on the track, like,
Whoa.
yeah. I know it's crazy.
Oh, that's experience.
You don't know about this?
I don't.
No, it's just like, to me, I always went to the drag strip as a kid.
Okay.
So one day I was allowed to, it was like one of those events you pull up your car.
It was like a charity because he's special needs. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah. Turbo S, Turbo S, down a drag strip. And I've also been, I haven't drove, but I did sit in a track, like a drag strip.
Like a track car.
Yeah, track.
Oh, drag? Like a stock car or something?
Yeah. We went to like Maple Grove and there's like a Honda airport. And my dad's friends with a guy who owns like a K20. No.
It's a B series,
yeah.
Like the big tire in the front. Yeah. Gutted completely.
Yeah, I know.
Detective said, yeah. It's bored out.
So yeah, like a full on straight like slakes this big. Like we have a video we can probably put it up when it's gonna burn.
Yeah.
But yo, that's probably the best thing I probably sat in.
How about you? What was the fastest thing?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a between two cars.
Mhm.
This one obviously.
Yeah.
When I drove a Huracan.
Whoa.
I drove the same day I went to get the Hellcat like in the morning. It was at the racetrack in Boca.
Oh, you had a great day that day. Yeah. Around the track.
Yeah. I drove it and like honestly like I get the torque on this, but like since it's lighter and you know it's freaking V10.
Like a 6 liter, right? Or 5.5, some shit. Like a 5 liter or something. Yeah, it's a pretty big V8 for a V10.
It literally you're in a jet.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
that's cool. Keeps pulling. So
You're the engine on
that's cool.
But yeah, between them there's
Yeah, I remember that 1000. I was a kid. I didn't really know much about.
Another one. But it's not like the jet ski. Yo, I'm talking about I'm going 80 miles an hour in the water. Yo, it's like, bro. I'm sitting in it. They have the pads and these, so I'm gripped like this. I'm like, I see 80 miles an hour, yo. It was up to all the wind just rushing down. As soon as I got off the tower, bro, you just feel like, woo, like, yeah, it's
that's scary.
It's a crazy. Like, I don't know if y'all want to jet ski, but if you have a chance to get on the flat water straight, Like I'm talking about, I was redlining, I just like head down, just going. I was crazy.
That's dope.
I never felt.
Motorcycle full of water.
Every time I yank, you go like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
I was good at like.
huh?
Did I actually shift the pedestrian?
No.
Like a 10-speed on a motorcycle. On a bike, I mean.
Oh yeah, that was. I would say that was crazy.
Wow, bro. Wow.
I mean, that's a different category, bro. Like,
Exactly.
even with bikes, jet skis, I mean, it's different.
Yeah, that 1,000, I remember, like, it was my uncle, and I remember, like, pulling him out, like, holding my uncle and feeling that weight, like, yeah, but I didn't drive it. That's true. I had 1,000 cc. I didn't ride. I was scared of it, though. I mean, I'll be honest. I was scared of it, so I never pushed it to its limits at all. And by the time, it's a whole story. We can talk about it off camera, but I wouldn't consider that the fastest thing I've. But my uncles, I remember that. I feel like I was gonna fall off the bike. It's insane. Just that, like, that instant, like, you're just fucking about to come off. You can't relate to that, right? At all. Nah, that's cool, bro. That's cool. Hell yeah. That's a good question. I never thought about that. Oh, bro.
Yeah, that was.
I say,
It's crazy.
how about we wrap this up and go for a ride along? And we can throw that in the video too. There you go. First ride along on the street talk.
Hellcat. I like to probably say before you close out, our first American muscle car in.
Oh yeah.
in street talk.
Yeah. This is the first V8,
Yeah.
first
Supercharged.
supercharged car. I was gonna say boosted, but the GTI boosted.
Yeah, supercharged. We ran
And the end. Yeah. So first supercharged car, first V8, first American. There's a lot of. That's pretty cool. Yeah. The fastest.
Literally the fastest.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean,
I got a lot of XP just from that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. All right, bro. I mean, shoot, let's go do this ride on. I'm excited, bro. It was wonderful meeting you. I'm glad having a full episode with you. Both part, right? Yeah, let's go do this, bro. Perfect.
So on the custom,
They got 200.
like I said, it's like 500. So that's like street traction, suspension, steering. The autos have the transmission that you can do track sports
Got it,
because of
yeah.
the aggressive shifting.
You're oh look at Dodge Orange. You're the track mode or
Wait, what?
You know how you said the autos have the trans thing?
Yeah.
Well, you're the
Yeah, I'm the
tuner
one.
for that. Yeah.
I'm the one,
If
But
you want to shift harder,
like,
you want to.
I usually run it like everything straight in 717 because of the roads. You know what I mean? They're
Sure.
shitty. Or I just do a sport.
So it's
Keep it at 500.
No, it's where it goes everything sport and then 717. Track is everything track 717. But the thing is with track,
I see what you're saying.
track is good, but like I've heard, like the dampening or the suspension and highway speeds, they get fucked up. It's something about the magnetic dampers and like people have like noise complaints and shit.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, so like sports kind of like just
You wear them out, and what's the yeah? It's really not that much.
because
of a
track is more for cornering. And all that
absolutely,
shit.
yeah.
And why would you have that like on a regular highway? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't need that.
Yeah. So below 2,000 RPM, you can hear the supercharger kind of activate, and then see right there, and then between 2 and 3, it's all motor, and then after 3, it kind of kicks in again.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. I mean, learning when it turns on and stuff. Like for example, right now.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You see, it's like turning on. You know?
Yeah. You get that feeling for it.
Yeah.
Can we see it here? Can we see your foot or the how much horsepower is being used and shit?
Yep. Right.
There you go, dude. Let's see.
Oh
Watch
my
that shit.
God.
Watch that shit.
I love seeing this.
What's that cool thing? What's that blue?
That's the boost from the supercharger.
Oh look, Jamie, you can see the twin scroll.
Yeah.
Manny, you ready, Manny? Manny, you ready? I'm scared. Hold my hand, Manny.
Because I want to bro, second gear, 67.
It just spins. Turns around.
Enough power that you can actually hook it and keep going.
Oh shit.